On this episode of Signature Taste by Jelian, as you can see, it is game time. We're going to be making pizza rolls, Southwest chicken egg rolls, and chicken flautas. Are you ready to add your signature taste? So it is game day, right? And we have friends coming over, so I thought, what would be easiest to make for a crowd, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our chicken flautas. What I have here is some chicken breasts that I already prepared. As a matter of fact, let me show you how. Chicken breast. Salt. Minced garlic, cilantro, cover with water, and let boil. All right, so now you know how to prepare it. So I'm going to take our already made chicken breast and we're going to shred it. Soon as I can get it started. There you go. Just take a couple forks, shred it, and you want it thin because you're gonna put these in your corn tortillas and fry them. And that's basically all a chicken flauta or taquito is, right? It is a rolled taco that is fried on the outside so it's crispy. So in my skillet behind me on the stove, I have some vegetable oil and it's heating up because that's what we're gonna fry it in. Now sometimes when we're doing our flautas, it's very hard to roll. So, because sometimes the corn shells will they'll tear or it just wouldn't be easy, right? So a couple tricks that I learned. You can take a couple of your corn tortillas and put it in the microwave with a damp napkin over it for about 15 seconds to get a little warmth and make it easier to roll. So I'm gonna finish up some of this chicken. Normally I have Jalen to do this because this is just not my favorite part. I just like to eat it. Alrighty, so I got a couple shreds right here. Get a couple of more. Let it cool down because it is really hot. Now I'm gonna grab my corn tortillas. My hands a little rinse. Alrighty. So I have some corn tortillas. I did not put these in the microwave like I just said because these kind of feel like it's gonna work, right? Let's cross our fingers. Flush out of the way. We are going to take a little bit of the chicken, place it to the side that's closer to you. Now don't overdo it, right? Because this little thing can only hold so much. And I do not suggest doing this with flour shells. Reason being is the sugar in the flour, when you fry it, burns really, really fast. Now you can put them in the oven and you can even do it with a wheat tortilla. But we're gonna go ahead and stick with the traditional way. Very lightly, and it's cracking, so I might have to do my trick. And to hold it, we're gonna hold it same side down. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll up a few more of these and anchor them while my grease is getting hot. And then when we come back, I'm gonna go ahead and fry them up. So, as you can see, I have a few of the flautas already rolled. What I have here is a skewer. This skewer is going to help anchor it. So I have them all laying and I'm trying to go in through the seam. And you hold them all together. Now, one thing that might be a problem is that my tortillas are not acting right. And you might also have this problem, so they might break. What I tend to do is fry them on the broken side first, just to get it a seal, and then I'll flip them. So let's go ahead and take this. Oh, and don't forget to break your skewer. So then that way it can fit in the pan. There we go. So I'm gonna go with these first. And get those frying. And I am also going to attempt to fry these. There we go. Wash your hands, it gets really hot. Kind of tuck that one in. We're gonna let these go for a few minutes. And you can actually add like whatever toppings you want. I like to add lettuce, maybe some tomato, and salsa. So I made this salsa earlier today. And I just have to put some finishing touches on it, right? Let me show you how I did it. Alright, so now I'm going to add the finishing touches on my salsa. And I'm going to come back over here and give this a quick flip. Now, no, they are not perfect, but yes, they are delicious. Get it under there. Chicken flautas are like pancakes, right? You never get the first batch done right. So I'm going to go ahead and get my knife. I have some lime here. Finish this with a little bit of lime juice. And some fresh cilantro. Give this a quick little dice. Eat all of the leaves. Nothing fancy, just a little rough chop. Give this a stir. And let this finish off. So, the next thing we're going to do is the same chicken that we used to make the chicken flautas. We're actually going to make a Southwestern chicken egg roll. Super simple, and you almost kind of copying the ingredients. Just add a little bit here and there. So, I'm going to go ahead and clean my board, get my chicken flautas out and try to make some more. And then we're going to get started on our Southwestern chicken egg rolls. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my flautas out of the way, but I kept my grease on. And the same chicken that we use for our flautas, I actually made enough for these Southwestern chicken egg rolls. So I've already diced and cubed it here. I'm going to dice up a tomato. Not too big, because remember, you are going to roll these in some egg roll sheets. Quick little dice. So, alright, now we have that. I have some corn. You can use fresh, frozen, or in a can. Remember to drain it though. There we go. I have a can of black beans that I've already rinsed. I'm going to add this. I have some salt. Some chili powder, a little bit granulated garlic, some cumin, paprika, my favorite spice. I have some onions that I've already diced. Put some of those in there. Some fresh jalapenos. I actually left the seeds and veins in because you know I like spice. But if you don't, remove the seeds and the veins. I have a diced red pepper. And some mild cheddar. Try my hands, clean my area. Now let's give this a mix. So I've made this same thing before, but what I've done is I put it in a wonton cup. So I took the smaller egg roll sheets and I made it into a wonton and I put it in the oven and I roasted it so it was crispy. So it was like my holder. But if you do that, then you need like a sauce. So Italian dressing works great. But not when you're doing the Southwestern egg rolls because too much moisture and it won't fry right. Okay, I think that's good. Here I have 2 beaten eggs and I have a little bit of flour. I'm going to use my plate. Dust a little flour in between. Here, let me move this out of the way so you can see. Alright, I need a spoon. Grab this here. Now this is a tablespoon. We're going to add about 3 tablespoons worth of filling in here. Let's try with 2 first, because the chicken is big. So I laid the filling closer to me, and I have my egg roll shaped in a diamond. I'm going to use my egg wash, because this is our binder, to roll the shell. Okay, put that there. First thing is, we're going to take this triangle, fold it over, and kind of give it a tuck. We're going to fold this triangle over. And be gentle, because they will rip. And fold this one over, and keep going. And there you have it, right? So let me add a little bit of flour to my plate as I roll some of these up. Act like a dust, so then they don't stick. All right, let's do another one. Now, as you can see, this makes quite a bit of filling, right? So you can make up to about 20 egg rolls with this mixture. And make sure you're getting all the filling in there so you can get equal parts of the filling. Egg wash. Okay. Remember, fold over your first triangle. Give it a little tuck. Second triangle. There. Gently. Third triangle, a little tuck, and roll it up. Alrighty, I'm gonna do one more and then we're gonna go ahead and get to frying. There are some sides that you can actually have with this, but you really just need a dipping sauce. You can do something as simple as an avocado mashed and some sour cream and a little bit of cilantro, and you have your avocado crema. You can do a guacamole. You can even use the same salsa that we made earlier for our chicken flautas. So you see, these similar items can go for 2 different appetizers and carry a long way. So that decreases your amount of work and gets you to watching the game with everybody else. All right, so one more time. First triangle, roll it over and tuck it. Second triangle, very gently. Third triangle, and roll it up. All right, so our grease is already hot, right? Because we just used it. So let's go ahead and drop our egg rolls. Nice little sizzle. And do it same side down first, just to make sure that it stays. Go, and there we go. So you're gonna fry these up until they're nice golden brown all the way around. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll up a few more egg rolls and fry those up, and then we're gonna get ready to make our pizza rolls. I'll see you all in a minute. So, we finished up our Southwest chicken egg rolls. We finished up our taquitos. Now it's time for our pizza rolls. So here, I browned some ground beef and some Italian sausage, and I add a little bit of onion and garlic in it. So I'm letting this cool off. I have here some store-bought marinara sauce. It's about a cup and a half. Now, you can individually put in Parmesan, provolone, and mozzarella. I didn't do that. At the store, they have this blend already together for you, and it's called an Italian blend. But just make sure you read it to see if it has all the cheeses in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and dump this in there. And I also have some grated Parmesan. Put this in there. We're gonna go ahead and season it. Granulated garlic. Some dried oregano and basil. And I am going to add some fresh basil leaves. It's going to help lighten up the flavor. No fancy chops, just chop it up so you can just season the food. Drop that in there. A little bit of salt. And some pepper. I'm going to give this a little fold. I have here some pepperoni, regular store-bought pepperoni. I'm going to go ahead and cut this up to small dices, so then that way we can have a variety of meat. It's almost like a meat lover's pizza. This amount of mixture that I'm making will be able to make about 20 or more rolls. You only want to do about 2 tablespoons of filling, nothing overwhelming, and we're actually going to use some more of the egg rolls that we use for the Southwestern chicken egg rolls with the same technique. So as you can see, everything kind of carries over. So you're not buying so much of different items. You're buying one consistent item that can be spread across all 3 different recipes. Dump that in our mixture. Okay. Grab my bowl. Clean up my area a little bit. Tends to get a little messy. This over here and here. Right. Give this a nice little fold. Now, like this will be entirely too wet to go in our egg roll. This moisture here will just fly right out of it and it won't even hold. So now we're gonna add our meat mixture. Okay. Everything goes in. Let me grab a plate. And our egg rolls. Remember, I'm gonna dust the bottom of it just to stop it from sticking. Take this out and this. Get rid of this. Now we're gonna give this a fold. So the cheese is really our binder. The sauce gives us our flavor with our seasonings in it. And you have your beef and your sausage and your pepperoni. Then make sure you mix it good. Now, if you're mixing this and you decide that you want some more cheese, by all means, please go ahead and put it in. I am actually going to grab a little bit more cheese because I'm sure that my guests Love cheese. Dump it all in. Alrighty, so I have my mixture ready to go. Have my egg rolls. I have my egg wash. Let's have at it. Dust it a little bit with my flour. A scoop. Get your egg wash. Same egg wash from earlier. No wasting of no eggs, right? So remember our folding technique. But this one is a little easier because the meat and the chunks are not as firm as in your Southwest chicken egg rolls. So you roll it, hit it with a tuck. Second roll, gently. Again. And there you have it. I'm gonna dust my board. I'm gonna set it here. All right, I'm gonna roll the next few of these. I am still using my oil from earlier because I've only been frying like outside shells, right? Egg rolls, corn tortillas, nothing where my grease is really dirty, right? So this grease, these egg rolls, the tortillas, the chicken, everything, all of the ingredients we are using all over again. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and fry some of these up, and when I get back, we're gonna put our game day meal together. You know what I should have called this? Food that rolls. I'll see you all in a bit. All right, so I finished my pizza rolls, and I'm gonna go ahead and plate them. And in the center, I have some more of our marinara sauce, right? A good dipping sauce. Add some of these to our plate. And just go, add maybe one more. So, I know what you're thinking, right? Jill, if all of this stuff is rolled, and you have all these egg rolls, how are they gonna know the difference between the Southwestern chicken egg rolls and the pizza rolls? Very simple. Give it a cut. And there you have it. So these are pizza rolls. Southwest chicken egg rolls. You see all of the beautiful filling. Ooh, this is delicious. Okay, I'm sorry. And the chicken flautas, you can just dip those. Garnish. A little bit of cilantro all around to look pretty, you know. Just because it's, you know, game day doesn't mean you just toss the food. Put a little something extra on it. And for our pizza rolls, a little bit more of the dried oregano and basil and some pepper flakes. It smells so good in here. All right, so I don't know about you, right? I got my cold beer, I have all of my rolls, Southwestern chicken egg rolls, I have my pizza rolls and my chicken flautas. I am ready to go watch the game and eat. So I will catch you all next time.